What's going on, guys? So I wanted to make a video on everything that's going on right now, to kind of update on the other video I did, which pretty much was the whole thing of how I began the channel, but also goes into this one a little bit, because with current events, what I have going on right now, again, I always have something going on, whether it's personal or whatever the case of it is, and I try to not bring that up into the channel, because either a lot of you don't care or don't see it or nothing gets mentioned, where the case of it is, and it's okay. I mean, everybody has their lives, everybody has whatever, that's perfectly fine. I fully understand. Right now I'm kind of contemplating on a break slash either returning at some point or not returning, because of multiple things. I have to be moving here very soon, less than a month, and that's going to take a lot of my time, and I haven't had a lot of time as of recent, as I've tried bringing up before. For some of you to know, I was moving. It's going to take a lot of my time. It's going to, I'm not going to be able to probably post like I want and be able to edit and have the time and the mentality to be able to do that and put my focus into a video. And I want to be able to do that. And I've been saying I've been wanting to improve, and a lot of it is just going through the motions, just, I'm gonna do this video, I'm gonna do this, and then just, do the basic. And a lot of people probably realize, like, okay, well, why don't you put more effort into your videos, or why do you just do pictures, or, whatever. I've had several times I've done videos and it gets blocked, regardless of, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. There are days where within the last month or so, I have had probably 3-4 views on a video on YouTube, and on TikTok, that same video I'll probably get over probably 300 views, maybe more if I'm lucky. And there's times I don't, vice versa. Sometimes on TikTok it won't go that well, depending on what that video is, because there are videos that I'll post on YouTube regardless of what it is, and then I'll want to post that on TikTok, and it'll do better on TikTok than it will on YouTube, which I've talked about before. The main thing that really gets, I would say, the attention of people on my TikTok is either voiceovers, which I love doing and it's fun. There's some that I've seen that I've done very well. I did a one however long ago, and I think it went viral, surprisingly, which I wasn't expecting, which was the Teen Wolf for voiceover for Derek, which again is one of my favorite characters in the franchise. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool how a lot of people enjoyed that. I got some, negative comments, which is like, okay, fine, whatever, I don't care. You're entitled to your opinion, but if you're gonna sit there and make negative comments, I'm either gonna go back and forth with you, which again, I've been really trying not to do that, and also just deleting the comments. Now, another thing I have been doing is I have been trying very hard not to go back and forth or comment with another negative comment, which I have been working on severely. And then another thing I have been working on is, if you leave a comment and I'm unsure if it's positive or negative, I may not say anything, or I may not give it a like, because I don't want to assume that it's a positive or negative. If I'm pretty sure it's a positive, then I'm going to either give a comment, or I'm going to heart it, whatever the case of it is, because, again, I don't know. I mean, some people, they post things on there, 9 times out of 10, it's emojis, and I'm like, I'm so out of touch with emojis, it's not even funny. But, again, it's just one of those things where, back to the main discussion of this video, is I'm running out of ideas. In all honesty, I'm running out of ideas of what to keep the channel as, because again, there's so much different content on the channel, from Star Wars to Marvel to DC to horror to gaming to whatever, that I love doing. And again, I've done music videos. Sometimes it does well, sometimes it does not. And then there's times I do a game review. Sometimes it does well, sometimes it does not. And then there's, random movie reviews or TV show reviews that do well, and then other times it doesn't. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. I mean, again, I know my channel ain't very very big, or my platforms aren't very big, which again is perfectly fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? Well, I do care, but I don't, because I didn't start this to make money. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice, but at the same time, it's one of those where I don't gain anything, and I've been saying that, and I've gotten some very good praise from people along my journey of being a content creator, and I just kind of wish that it was a little bit better, I guess, because I think, in all honesty, why I've been back and forth is because I know when I did the fan fiction for Siren, I loved doing it, and I took a very big hiatus from it because I was freaked out of like, okay, you know, because I had stuff going on and I didn't know how to continue it. I'm still trying to figure out how to continue it. And then there was other fan fictions that I was wanting to work on, and I'm still working on that. And then there's other videos, and there's days, guys, there are days I just don't want to post. I'm gonna be honest, there are days I don't want to post. Like this video right now, I am posting ahead of time, or I'm recording ahead of time, because I don't know when I'm gonna post it, or if I'm gonna post it, period, because I'm just not sure. 9 times out of 10 from when you see for any of my recordings, 9 times out of 10 it's on my phone. Either I am in my car like I am right now, or I'm outside on my back patio, or in my bedroom, because that is the most, I mean, again, if there is any type of excess sound in those videos, you know, whether it's birds, wind chimes like you probably hear, hopefully not a dog or a cat or anything, I do, let me just say this, if you hear that, I humbly apologize. I truly do. I try really hard to isolate those sounds, and it's just rough, especially with the area that I currently live in, and with the areas I'm going to be in while trying to, you know, move. It's going to be difficult, and that's the reason why I don't want to do those videos, because I just don't want no bad feedback from that. But unfortunately, things happen. So I'm probably just going to take a break at some point here soon, and probably still record, but I'm going to have those videos on the back burner and just kind of put them in my library, so to speak, and then release them at some point when I'm ready to. That way they'll be fresh videos. There's videos daily. I've been posting daily for the longest time. And I'm not sure if that does any good. I'm not sure if people enjoy it. I have asked questions. I've gotten nothing in return. I've tried going live a few times when I'm able to. Not a lot of feedback. I've done it on, I think, YouTube a few times, but I've never done that on TikTok. I'm thinking about doing that at some point. The voiceovers, I'm still going to do the voiceovers for TikTok. If you guys have been following me on that for those particular reasons, I love doing that. For those of you who do not know, I love just reinciting different, you know, lines from a movie or a TV show. I've been like that since I was a kid. For gaming, I'm still going to do game reviews at some point, you know, if I do get another game, or a game that I have not talked about onto any of my platforms. Movie, same thing. If I have seen it and I forgot to review it, then I'm definitely going to be putting it on my channel at some point, regardless of what it is. There's a lot of things that I want to discuss on the channel that I don't. Not only from a personal perspective of what I go through, because again, that's just my personal opinion. I don't want to leak out that information, or whether it's, you know, this view or that view, you know, whether it has to do with a political thing or a religion thing, or whatever, because I'm not that kind of a channel. I do, you know, talk about my views and stuff, you know, for, you know, whether it's, you know, nerd crap or this or that, and if it goes into, you know, people trying to put their agenda into it, then that's when I get vocal. And again, if you've been following me for however long, then you should already know that. But overall, I think it's at some point I'm just gonna have to take a break, and I'm gonna have to really think on what I want to do for the future of my channel and my platforms, and at the same time be able to post and have fun, because there's times I don't have fun posting. I'm gonna be honest. There's times I get real excited about a topic, and I'm expecting it to either do well or not do well, and it doesn't do either one. Sometimes there's times where I'll just do a voiceover or a video and it'll just blow up, and I'm like, what the hell, you know, because I don't expect that. Or, you know, if I do expect it, nothing happens. So I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, you know, because there's so many other platforms. But at the same time, I do believe that for YouTube and other platforms, that they gravitate towards other content creators rather than ones like myself who are lower, and they're going to gravitate towards, you know, whether it's the content or how that person looks, how that person acts, how much revenue they bring in, blah 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 blah. and that does get on my nerves, because you got people like myself who try to make decent content and doesn't get anywhere. But one of the things I do want to say is, if you're going to be one of those people that tries to send me something about my search engine, or about, oh, you need this or that, don't do that, okay? Whether you're a scammer or not, I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to say it now. I will not respond to you, period. Because I don't have time for that crap. I don't have time to be scammed. I have been scammed too many times in my life. I'm not going to do it no more. So I got too much stuff going on right now, and my personal life is going to come first before this channel. I'm just going to say that now, because I have to have, obviously we all need a place to sleep and to stay and take care of ourselves, our animals, and our family. So, but that's what I want to talk about. Guys, if you've been with me this long, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Just stick around, please, and there will be more content in the future at some point. Again, when I drop this video, will there be a video the next day? Probably so, but also there may not be. I'm just going to be 100% honest. It just depends on what I have ready to go. But let me know what you guys think, and comment, like, subscribe, whatever, on any of the platforms, and I'll keep you updated. So, see you on the next one.